Hello, my friends and parents. Today I'm reading from my book, Parenting Milestones, Chapter 7, page 86. It's on fatherhood. I decided to read for fathers today because many fathers believe that their role in parenting is for provision of resources, discipline like punishment and the rest. But I want you to know that parenting, fathers have almost equal role as the mothers. The chapter starts as fathers. How well do you know your child's developmental needs? A study at the University of Rochester discovered that about 1/3 of parents of 9 months old are clueless about child developmental milestones. These are when babies talk, learn right from wrong, or can be potty trained. Some parents have unrealistic expectations of their children's physical, social, and emotional growth and become frustrated when things go contrary. Others underestimate those abilities and prevent them from learning on their own. Research results on the importance of fathers' involvement in parenting are as below. 72.2% of the US population, fatherlessness is the most significant family problem or social problem facing America. That is, fatherless children are at a dramatically greater risk of drug abuse. The ratio of fatherless children and those with both parents is 3.3 to 2. Suicide rate is 4 to 3. They have higher dropout rates. They get into more problems with law than their peers with both parents. High percent indulge in premarital sex compared to those with both parents. 5 times more likely to become a teen mom for the girl children. Apart from being breadwinners, fathers provide protection for their daughters and role models for their sons. All dads in any stage or level of experience would do well to recognize the importance of being aware of their children's developmental milestones, as well as their unique interests, needs, dreams, and challenges. The researchers concluded that low-level knowledge of child development predicted 2 things in the parents. 1, they are less likely to enjoy healthy interactions with their infants during learning tasks. 2, they are less likely to engage their children in regular enrichment activities. If parents are more aware of their children's developmental needs and abilities, they will be more motivated to encourage them in learning activities and more likely to enjoy that time together. Additionally, insight will bring confidence to fathering. When they are aware of what children need, they become confident of the right actions to take to build them, encourage them, and help them to overcome difficulties, etc. Whether a child is an infant, finishing kindergarten, entering their teen years, or getting married, utilizing insights on their development is an advantage. Upbringing should be gender balanced. The father has his roles, which are different from the mother's. And then we talk about fathers' involvement. How should they be involved? How should fathers be involved in upbringing? There is a general belief that positive parental care can be provided by anybody who has love, resources, and ability to give it to a child. There is no rule that the biological father or mother should be the only caregiver. A common belief is that women, that is mothers, nurture the babies inside them for 9 months and continue to feed them with breast milk after they are born. Also, people relax and are convinced about the competence of women in all-round parenting ability. Some fathers may not feel any guilt of abandoning their parental duties today to their wives. Those who care choose financial and disciplinary roles only. It is necessary to know that mothers and fathers combine their unique strengths in parenting in order to bring about balanced and rounded children. Discipline in parenting is most effective when it is combined by both parents. Example, the developmental psychologists prefer authoritative parenting to be handled by the two parents. This style of parenting involves spending time with children, providing emotional support, giving everyday assistance, monitoring children's behavior, and providing consistent, fair, and proportionate discipline, as found in Baumrind, 1968, pages 225 to 277. Permissive parenting is when parents avoid setting standards and limits for the children. And authoritarian parenting is when parents are harsh and rigid in their discipline and fail to respect their children's point of view. The most positive and influential choice on children's development is the authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting has various styles which are expressed differently by fathers and mothers. While mothers tend to provide more emotional warmth for their children, fathers provide a strong sense of security. While children usually can depend on their mothers for unconditional love, they often must earn their father's approval. While mothers soothe their children more often, fathers often provide stimulation. Both parents have important roles in rearing their children. Better appreciation of where fathers fit in will lead to happier and more productive children. Both mothers and fathers encourage their babies to investigate the world, manipulate objects, and explore physical relationships. However, as babies grow, mothers and fathers have different roles and styles of relating to them. Mothers tend to speak soothingly and softly in repetitive rhythms to their infants and snugly hold them in their arms. Fathers tend to provide more verbal and physical stimulation by patting their babies gently, and communicating to them with sharp bursts of sound. As babies grow older, many come to prefer playing with their fathers, who provide unpredictable, stimulating, and exciting interaction. Clark Stewart, 1994. His stimulation is important because it fosters healthy development of the baby's brain and can have lasting effects on children's social, emotional, and intellectual development. Infants with involved fathers tend to score higher on tests of thinking skills and brain development. You can hear all the advantages that an upbringing, balanced upbringing, where father also play their role, not abandoning to their wives. So what advice then do we have for fathers? 1, feel free to discuss issues with your wife concerning changes noticed by both of you in your child. Offer ways you can help. 2, make sure your children are familiar with your face, your touch, your voice, etc. 3, express your praises and disappointments to your wife whenever you need to do so. 5, try to compliment her efforts. 5, listen and observe carefully the small differences in your baby's cries, actions, and other activities so you can know when he is uncomfortable and needs your attention. The respect you have for your wife creates security for the child. 7, devote time to train your children before it becomes late. Once they have outgrown that phase, that opportunity will come no more. Do not limit your communication with children only to the time of discipline. Spend time with them in discussion. Play and get academically involved also. Discipline with love. Give reasons and draw the child back. Present yourself as a role model to your children. Let your daughters admire the way you treat their mother so that they will have the desire for marriage, if possible to someone like you. Do not be a King Kong of the family, very strict. Your role is, hey, don't do that. Whenever you are coming back, they hear the sound of your car, everybody is shaking. They run and hide, they pick their books, they run to those that were watching television will run, and so many things. We are not saying you shouldn't discipline, but there are other ways, friendly ways, you can also be involved with your children. Eat with your children. If not all the meals, at least the dinner. Read books and share news with your family. Find time to share the day's experiences. Show love to your children through hugging. Be the priest for your family. Children usually view religion as something for women and children. If you want your children to make their religious life seriously, then be a good example. Both parents have important roles in nurturing their children. Better appreciation of where fathers fit in will lead to happier and more productive children. That's what I have for the fathers. Thank you.